I have retrieved the mock data file.
That's great. We're stranded unless you know someone who can help us.
Well, actually, I know someone. Send in Agent Hooly Dooley.
Copy that. Hooly Dooley is on the way.
Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. Usually, I'm alone on the channel, but this is the week of WrestleMania, so I have to bring me a tag team partner to the channel to tackle the mock draft. You know, he's the president of HDU. He is a man who called chicken sandwiches, chicken burgers. He is the the man, the myth, the legend, of SteelerNation Australia, Mark D.
What's going on? Hey, they're chicken burgers, mate. Burger.
Chicken sandwich.
We could be on this for 20 minutes. I don't know where you're getting. You know what? Is it KFC over there? Is it chicken sandwich?
I think yeah, at KFC, at Popeyes, at Chick-fil-A, chicken sandwich.
Yeah, if you said that chicken sandwich here, you'd be like, what? What's that? We have chicken sandwiches, but we like chicken burgers. Like the chicken fillet or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
Can they use the buns? That's why they say it like that.
Yeah. Chicken sandwich is when you buy like a whole chicken, you cut it up, and then you put that onto a sandwich. Anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna compare our mock drafts. You know, he drafted his team. After my team, we'll go pick for pick. But before we get into that, one question. I think I answered it on the stream. But who do you think the Steelers gonna go and get with the first pick? You think it's gonna be center, you know, cornerback, maybe. I think if Cooper DeJean on the board, you take him because he's very versatile. But who you got going the first pick position?
Yeah, to be very honest, I think the more I think about it, it has to be offensive line. So I've heard ideas about Mims or Fuaga, right tackle. I wouldn't mind seeing them getting a right tackle, but then what do you do at center? But then at the same time, I wouldn't mind them getting a right a center, and then maybe you move Dan Moore over to the right side, because there's talk about, you know, Dan Moore was he got paid for the most improved player last year.
He got extended, right? I think something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of fans don't really like Dan Moore that much, but I think he's done okay. They just highlight some bad times when
he's ready against Myles Garrett. He locked Myles Garrett up every time.
Yeah, he takes down like Myles Garrett or some of the Bills defenders like that. So like he's taking down a lot of guys, and I think where they might put him to right tackle, play Jones at left, and then go get a center. Then you've got the line with Dan Moore on the right, which I think he can probably do okay on that side. Then you have James Daniels, which he's the kind of guy that you don't hear his name too much, which is really great too. You go and get JPJ at center or someone like that, could be a possibility. Ciamalo this year will have a huge year, and Jones is getting bigger. So we've almost built the O-line from the days of like, what, 3 years ago when it was absolute Swiss cheese.
And not just running through like 5 defenders in the backfield every time.
As a business standpoint, I don't think getting rid of Dan Moore is really that bit of a key. And you know, they talked about Herbig too. He might be playing center. So I think they've really turned the offensive line around. That's credit towards Omar Khan and Andy Waddle as well, because he was the guy for the Eagles that put the dudes over. It's gonna be fun. And actually, no, it's fun again with the way how they're playing, or how they should
like
be
having the team like competing. We're like, finally. We were waiting for a little while, but finally back.
Darnell Washington, 6'10". That bloke he's a unit on the side too. But to me, the first round pick, as you'll see in my draft, they're going to go offensive line. It has to be someone like that.
Okay. Well, let's start with your first pick. The first pick, who did you select?
JPJ, because I'm not a draft guy, as many people know. I don't know who these guys are. So I went with players who I knew their name. And I chose, I think the first pick, like I just said, I think the Steelers have to go to center or right tackle or something like that. I'd be surprised if they went like receiver, cornerback, or middle linebacker. I feel like there's enough guys in this draft that I've been reading about and looking at highlights that they can go and choose a center or right tackle. You know what I mean? So I went JPJ. Is that a good pick?
Now, if JPJ gets added, who gets the nickname? The junior gets a nickname, or the Jackson Power Johnson gets the nickname? Let us call him something else.
I don't know. Can you have 2 JPJs on the team, one cornerback and one center?
Yeah,
I think the quarterback would keep it, number 24, JPJ. I think he's gonna have a big year too next year as well.
My first pick, I went offensive line as well. I went Marius Mims. Marius Mims, right tackle from Georgia.
Right tackle, right?
Yep, right tackle.
We're getting all the Bulldogs.
Yep. Marius Mims. Then you have Broderick Jones, Darnell Washington, George Pickens. So hey, chemistry matters in football. You know, they feel comfortable in the comfortable setting. Now he's only played 8. He only started 8 times, but to be in a first round grade for only 8 starts, that'll tell you where his he's not even close to his ceiling yet. So he still has a lot of potential left. He hasn't reached his potential fully yet. He's very good run blocker. Can get to the next level as well. So I feel like if the Steelers work with them and like he get out there and just start staying consistent, he can go out there and be a solid piece on the line.
If they go right tackle, okay, so then in the next few picks, don't give it away yet, but is your draft leaning towards them finding a center later on in the draft?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking the same kind of thing because mine was a bit. Actually, I don't know if I went right tackle on my draft. No, I didn't.
Nope.
No, I didn't at all.
He said, "Dan Moore, your job is safe."
Yeah, Dan Moore, you got it, mate. Move over. So I forgot about that. So, yeah, but I don't know. I think I'll find someone like that. Yeah, I guess in this mock, then if I miss that. But my draft's pretty cool too, at least until the later rounds.
Yep. What's your second pick? Your second pick in the draft, the 51st pick.
My second pick is another player I think the Steelers need a receiver. And I've seen a little bit about this guy, and I've seen like other mocks doing this guy. Is Xavier Leggett?
Oh yeah, Leggett. Yep, from South Carolina.
Yeah, is it Leggett? Is it? Yeah. So I think he might be a Steelers receiver. I don't know. I got people.
He's a big receiver.
Reading me about him more.
He's like 6'4", right? 6'4", 6'5". He's kind of like DK Metcalf a little bit. Kind of like DK a little bit. Very physical.
Yeah. So I've heard like reports and articles about him being there. How tall is he? 6'3"?
6'3"?
Yeah, sign him up.
Yeah, it's like big receiver. Now his play style is similar to George Pickens in the sense of like contested catches, big catches. But in a style of offense we have, they probably work. Trying to be running gun, trying to run the ball and then play action pass and throw it up. So I feel like Leggett,
that's why
it's a big target.
I've seen some articles from Steelers now. Some of those blokes were linking him to the Steelers. And if you get him in the second round, that's a receiver done for 2, and then of course you've got other blokes there too with Pickens and whatnot. But I think my route was get a center, then go receiver next, and he was the best on the board.
Mm-hmm. Well, my second pick, I went offensive line again. I went Cedric Van Pran, another Georgia player. So we have the Georgia center, the right tackle, the left tackle, and a tight end and a receiver. So I went on Cedric Van Pran. He can block. He's a good run blocker. He can block at the first level, get to the second level. He's about 300 pounds, 6'4". Now the only thing that's really a knack on him probably that people say his arm's a little short, so he might get beat at occasions. But overall, I think he should do a good job, especially with the other guys around him. The O-line is not about just one person succeeding. You need everybody in sync. So I think he should do a good job as the center for us.
So you went him to be second round though. Is he going to be a day one starter? That's a big question.
I think so. I think he could be. It depends on what the Steelers want to do, because think about it, Jones, he was a first round pick, but they had him wait a little bit and get into. So they could go to approach, like you said, Herbig could be a center.
That's what I've heard too. I've heard Herbig was some reports from, of course, reporters or analysts.
He played guard, right? So most guards can play center. They can play inside really well.
They're saying that if that scenario happens where they go and get the draftee in the second and third round, maybe they bring him over to play for the first few games, and then you have like a right tackle to play. I don't know. I think the Steelers, like with the offensive line, you're right. They wait and see what happens. I think it worked out for Jones. I think Jones not rushing me straight away. You don't want to kill their confidence in the first game. Yeah. Versus whoever we're versing, right? So they're still in a young bloke, so I wouldn't mind seeing that happen too.
Okay. What's your next 2 picks? We have 2 picks in the third round. What's your next 2 picks?
I forgot. Oh, okay. So, number 84, I chose Jeremiah Trotter Jr., linebacker. Now, I don't know why. Is he like Jeremiah Trotter? Like, is he in the NFL too?
I think it's a Trotter in the NFL. I don't know if they're related or not. They might be related. You never know.
I chose him because I thought his dad was in the NFL for maybe years back, and then I thought as well I've seen yet again some more articles talking about him, and I know nothing about him.
I think he can cover. He can cover. He's kind of like what's the linebacker from the Ravens? The one from last year. I think it was Trenton Simpson. He's similar to Trenton Simpson in style, with sideline to sideline coverage type guy.
A 6-foot dude. What else is he? So he's from Clemson, right? I chose a school too. They're a good school.
Yep.
You know, top school. And I based off the name. I thought there was a Jeremiah Trotter somewhere else in the NFL.
I think it's somebody named Trotter in the NFL. But I don't maybe somebody.
Not Jeremiah. No, not his dad. No.
It might be. You never know. Because we got. I think Frank Gore got a son in the draft. Jerry Rice got a son in the draft. So.
Oh, no, I didn't get him. I missed him. It says here, like an overview says, inside linebacker who plays with dodged determination with a nose for football, helps him back out the stat sheet. Trotter comes from NFL bloodlines. There you go. So it must be his dad somewhere.
Yes, it's probably his father. Yeah. Or brother or something.
Plays with strength, willingness to do. He's quick to dine his moves. Body work, control, footwork. This guy's given a massive rap on the NFL. Not very big or long, but his football IQ makes him a moot point. There you go.
Yep.
Adequate. Yeah, he sounds like a good bloke. So
we need guys that can cover, so he'd be perfect. Because some of our linebackers, I think Patrick Queen can cover, of course, but the other guys, Cole Holcomb, he'd come off an injury, so you never know.
Oh, here he is. Jeremiah Trotter was in the NFL for, and probably the chat knows more than. Oh yeah, Philadelphia, the Washington former team, and can't say that now. The Eagles, Buccaneers, and Philadelphia. Yeah, I thought so. He was from the Eagles in 2009.
The bloodline. Steelers love family. And if you have a family member, the Steelers gonna draft you.
Yeah. So, and another reason why too, before we move on to your one, was middle linebacker with Cole Holcomb. The bloke's his leg was half cut and in disrepair. So he's going through a massive like don't take that.
Well, was it Achilles or ACL?
I think it was the ACL.
ACL. I know Kwan was. I think Kwan was Achilles. Yeah, because they both toured back-to-back weeks. It was crazy.
He's going through a massive surgery and bounce back recovery. On the Steelers screen, we see him go down, and then and then he goes away, and that's it. You never hear him until he's back and running around. But he's going through a massive recovery. So the Steelers have to go. I went middle linebacker there because they need more depth at that part.
Mm-hmm. So my pick in third, I went receiver. I went from receiver from, of course, Washington, Jalen Pope. He played on the other side of Rome. He's a lot of people have a knack on him because his speed. If he ran a 4.5, 4.5 is still fast enough for NFL. But I guess since nowadays all the guys run 4.4, 4.3, they think 4.5 is slow. But you watch his game, he can get open. His route running ability helps him get open, deep threat, and he complemented the number one receiver in Washington very well. So I think in Pittsburgh he could do the same thing and be like a 1B option to George Pickens, who'll be 1A. And his play style is a little different than George Pickens. He's more of a move to sticks, kind of like Steve Smith type of guy, taller Steve Smith. Move to sticks, very physical. He a block in the run game. He love contact and contested catches. He can go up there and catch that. So if he's available, you take him. You got to take him.
Says here from NFL, by the way, NFL.com prospect, kind of cool. Says his strengths has NFL body type that comes with equipped jump ball talent, so he's better than Claypool already. He says possesses body control and ball skills to endure contested catches, better than Claypool again. I should go back and read Claypool's,
draft on profile, his draft stock.
I just made myself a show. Today, it's done. Is this in the future? Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back and read Claypool's prospects. I'm doing it. Stays committed to the route pace on his top gear. Claypool never did that. Catch it with a hand extension away from. Oh, that's it for sure.
Yeah, Claypool you watch his game, you watch his film. Everything is extended. He go up there and get the ball. Claypool is more short arm. He's scared to jump up there.
Says here, catches with a hand extension away from incoming defender. So that's definitely not Claypool. So anything better than Claypool when we drafted in the round. By the way. I think whenever we talk about Claypool, it always comes up, right? Because he was an awful receiver. Shout out to Omar Khan for what he did to get that pick back. Yeah,
because every time Claypool's name is mentioned, I always think of Jalen Hurts. We could have had Jalen Hurts on the Steelers. Chase Claypool. They was interviewing with him and everything, talking to him. Coach Tomlin said, I like this guy. They gonna draft Chase Claypool.
You never know, mate. Whoa. In 3 years' time, you never know. Maybe he might come over. Yep. I don't know anymore, to be honest.
Across the street. Hey.
With Coach Tolman and Omar Khan getting, who would have thought Russell Wilson would be our quarterback? That's just crazy.
Yep. I think Jalen Hurts was here. Big Ben would have retired early because when he got injured, Hurts would have never got the job. He would never get the job back up because he would have came in and it would have been a different story.
Hurts is a great player. Even though he's an Eagle and I don't really like him that much, but I think he's a fun player to watch. And also, I always choose him for the football fantasy as well. So it's great.
Who did you take with your second, third pick?
Okay, this one I have no idea about. I went cornerback Elijah Jones. You know who that is?
No, I don't know Elijah Jones. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. But hey,
hang on.
NFL draft. Draft.com help us.
Wait a minute. So he's from Boston College, and I just chose him because we need a cornerback. You know what I mean? I was like the fourth pick, had to get a cornerback. And he is 6'1", 185 pounds. And what's up?
That's where all the cornerbacks nowadays, they all are like taller. Like Richard Sherman started that really when he first came in. They all tall and like bigger. They're like bigger than receivers now, and they can match up with them in speed and do everything.
He got ranked in production score. He got ranked 66, I think, out of maybe all. That's pretty bad, actually. Sorry. Cornerback ranking in the combine got 23rd. Athleticism, he got 12th. Total score 18th. So maybe a bit average cornerback. I don't know why I chose him, but that's not saying that you can still prove these numbers.
Yeah, but he ain't got to guard the number one guy. He's got to guard the 2 or the 3. So he might be good guarding those guys. Yeah.
Plus, in our defense, it would be kind of fun to watch with anyone coming in with JPJ, and I think the other bloke's going to be Jackson. It says here 40-yard dash 4.4, vertical jump 42.5, and then overview. Cornerback with excellent length and above average ball skills to harass and overtake. You're lesser receivers. You're exactly right. So, yeah, mark the third man, mark the fourth guy. I went with him.
My pick, I took Chris Abrams-Drain. I took him before in the fantasy mock draft. He's man-to-man type guy, man-to-man from Missouri. He has great awareness too. If you watch this game, he's not the biggest because he thinks he's only 180 pounds. Was Chris Abrams-Drain. Cornerback from Missouri. Yeah, he like his play style is good though. He's can play man-to-man coverage. Now he's tackling. That's the thing. That's really the knack. It's kind of like JPJ a little bit. His tackling, he gets back there, but he's not the biggest guy and the best tackler technique. So sometimes he might get ran over or something. But he do go out there and put a lot of effort.
Oh, he's 5'11". He's a shorter corner.
Yeah, he's a little smaller. He's like 180 pounds, right?
Yeah, overall score was 6 cornerback rank compared to the other guy was 20, but then his athleticism was 35 in the combine. Ran a 4.4.
That's where everybody running 4.4 now. Like they just wake up and run a 4.4.
Not me. 44.4.
Like you probably could get a. I say you can get a 6. You can get a 6 maybe. If you stretch, you might get a 5 or 6. 5.5.
40 yards, bro. What's that? 40 yards of 35 meters. I have to warm up first.
I ran one last year for the video. Hey. I had 4.63. So it's a little slower than I used to have 4.59, but not anymore.
What do the big O linemen do? What do they do?
By 5. Well, some O linemen, I think one O lineman was 4.8. So some guys are fast. The O linemen are 300 pounds running like that.
What does Rich Eisen do? I should probably. Maybe I'll do that next year.
Yeah, Rich Eisen had about like a 6. 5.8, 6 in the 40.
Wait,
that's slower than Brady.
How'd you time yourself?
Use the stopwatch.
Oh, did you go like this then run?
I had somebody else do it. Somebody else wait 40 yards. Then you need about at least two or 3 people. You need 2 different watches to make sure that you kind of like just average the time out because you don't have a laser. So just wait for them to go like that. As soon as a body part pass, they say a body part pass, that's when it stops. So they have you looking and clock it.
Yeah, I'll have to try and verse Run Rich Run next year. I have to beat him. Surely I can beat him.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady was like a 5 something, so he gotta be faster than Tom Brady.
Do you remember that? Was it that he got the pass? Do you remember when Brady was that?
The Eagles game, the Super Bowl.
Wheel route? Yeah, there was no. Was it the wheel route?
It was like he felt like this. He was like, dang. I swear Brady. He caught one before though against the Eagles. I remember like years before that game, but then that time I guess the pressure was on, and Nick Foles said, "This is how you do it." He caught a touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah, dude,
that's
he
funny.
Was so slow. Like that was so funny to watch on that route. We missed that ball. Excellent.
What's the next? Oh, the next. Oh, yeah, 119. Who's your 119 pick in the draft?
All right, so another one too. I went all based off like position and chose the best guy that was available. So I went McKinley Jackson. Have you heard of McKinley Jackson? I went defensive line.
Defensive line from Texas A&M. I think I heard a little bit about him. Him and another guy from Florida. I was trying to look at some of the guys in later rounds and stuff. I don't think I didn't draft the defensive lineman this time. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's from A&M, 6'1", and 326 pounds, so a big fella.
I forgot we still have DeMarvin Leal. Yeah, I think he's DeMarvin Leal for A&M as well.
I put him in there because I don't know what side, if he plays, nose tackle or whatnot, or if he plays on or edge or whatnot. I just chose him because I thought we need a big bloke up front. And so it says here, squatty and interior defender. We felt somewhat miscast as a zero technique nose over the center. Explosive off the snap, ability to get in the blockers quickly, yada yada yada. Tends to ride blocks once they land squarely, needs to develop hands and counters and that kind of stuff too. So, he's a two-time captain as well, and strong hips, good balance. I don't know, man. I chose him for like because he was DL.
Yeah, because the Cam Hayward is getting older, so Cam Hayward, so like I think Keanu Benton probably be that step up and Leal and stuff, and of course Ogunjobi and them, but you need some more depth.
Ogunjobi too. He's there, but he's always injured. He's always like, he's out.
He plays, he's good, but just he has to get banged up a lot. With my 119 pick, I took Cedric Gray, linebacker from North Carolina. He's watching his stuff, he's just a thumper. You know, like getting downhill, kind of like Landon Roberts a little bit, getting downhill, looking to hit something. You know, Steelers love guys like that. Linebackers who can come in, blitz in different spots. So I feel like we need depth because last year we had guys from the streets. We had to go out there and pick up Miles Jack. He was on the couch the whole season. We picked him up. A lot of injuries. And Mark Robinson, he's all right, but I think he's still developing. So we need to get some depth at the middle linebacker position. So I think a guy like Cedric Gray will be good.
But they did well though, like bringing in Eric Rowe also too. Shout out to Omar Khan.
Yeah, Dev Rowe.
Steelers organization. I know we didn't win the playoff game, but they did well. And Michael Walker, I think, signed for the Commanders yesterday or the day before. So they got those guys in, and he did okay, I think. But yeah, Miles Jack came in there and played. We forget about those players too. I don't know if they're going to come back, but. Yeah, we need some depth there. We've chosen pretty similar positions until the next one.
Yeah, I love Roberts, though. Landon Roberts, he was gutsy. He playing with he had a bad shoulder, wrapped it up, went out there, and still playing, making plays.
100-something tackles. Roberts was ex-Patriot, won 2 Super Bowls with them on teams. And
was a Dolphin, too, as well. I think
he was, true. I think Roberts is a key part now. We got Queen. We stole Queen from the Ravens.
Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest moves right there. The Russell Wilson and Justin Fields is good, but Patrick Queen going to help a lot because
Queen for our defense and how it works. It's now TJ on the outside to do more things and like.
We haven't had a guy since Ryan Shazier really in the middle. That's the last time we had like a guy who was like, because Devin Bush was supposed to have been the guy, but he turned out to be the guy.
Roberts, he's going to be the Vince Williams, a thumper, right? You know what I mean? And then Queen can run and tackle too. So this defense now, and I think Nick Herbig will play a role too.
Herbig, he made some plays last year. Very explosive. Like he got the line so fast. He just off the edge and then he just make a play. He had a strip sack and all that stuff last year.
Through that.
Okay, who did you pick in your last 2 picks? And 178
so one
195.
my draft falls down. So I wanted to go quarterback, and I was scrolling through the names, and I chose Tulia Tagovailoa because I thought it was good. Because he's all right. He's all right. Tank for Tua.
tank for Tua. Yeah. He's all right. I think some people might, because Joe Milton was a guy who was a 6th round. They had taken him before in the draft, a 6th round, but. A lot of people trying to take Joe Milton a little higher. They saw one little combine of him throwing the ball deep, and now they want to take him like the 3rd round, 2nd round. Like, don't get fooled. I watched his Tennessee games. He was all right. He was not that good. He gotta get developed. But Talua, I meant to say Talua Tagovailoa. It's a crazy name still. From Maryland, is he's all right. He's not like his brother. They look similar. They look very similar. Like almost like twins.
Not as good as his brother. I don't know. I just based his chosen because of the name. I was like, I probably should have chose Frank Gore.
But it could have been like Seddon because his brother did have all those weapons in Alabama. You know, he played for Maryland. Maryland has a little bit, but not the same amount of stock as Alabama has. So I think he might be all right. You know,
the worrying sign. There's not even an NFL.com prospect on him. So
dang,
maybe that's why it's a I can't even find one.
He probably get a job though. Yeah, his brother be like, hey, put me on the Dolphins. He might get on the Dolphins. You know, be a backup for the Dolphins for a little bit. I don't know if he's a starter though. I don't know.
Doesn't Tomlin like Maryland? Is that right?
Oh yeah, his son.
Somewhere else.
That's where he got Matt Canada from. Yeah, I forgot. Matt Canada from there. And his son is there too, Dino. So yeah, he got.
Yeah.
I think I still believe he lost a bet. He played Matt Canada in golf or something, and Matt Canada said, "Okay, how about this? If I beat you, you got to sign me as OC." He said, "Man, stop playing. Now for real, shake on it." And he lost the bet and had to sign him.
Coleman told him a secret while having a few sherbets, few drinks, and then he wasn't meant to say that, and then he's like, "I'm gonna hold you to the contract."
So tell him what you do, man. Man, my word, I shake on it. I have to do it.
Like he had Tomlin saying, "Yeah, you are right, SteelerNation. They were Bill Cowher's players." That's what he had. And then Canada got that on record and was like, "Well, if you ever cut me, here you go."
my last two picks was
I went quarterback.
Well, who my last pick hit? Oh, right there. Well, actually, I'm missing one.
Two more.
Yeah, I'm missing one. Hold on. Mary, Cedric, Jalen, Chris
Did
Abrams.
you trade away?
Hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 picks total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7.
Oh, I think I might. Did I trade? I don't know if I traded. I don't know if I traded or not. But I got Josh Newton, cornerback from TCU. He's all right. He's just for more depth because our DBs was falling like flies last year. So I got him, but I think I'm missing a pick. I might have I don't think I traded. Did I trade up for Jalen Polk? But it wouldn't be a 6 rounders. Yeah, I might have traded up. I don't know. But I'm missing a pick. That's all on the board. So
did you trade away for a pick next year or something like that?
I might have. I don't know. I don't remember doing that. It stopped me at that. So Marius, Cedric Van Pran, Jalen Polk, Chris Abrams Drain, Cedric Gray, Josh Newton, and that's it.
Yeah, I've got 7.
Yeah, I have 6. So I guess I'm missing a pick. So if I was to take a 7, it more likely it wouldn't be a defensive lineman if I took somebody the last pick, most likely.
Well, it's round 7 anyway, isn't it? Round 7?
Yeah, round 7. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got my last one, 195, which one you don't have. I've got Brandon Coleman, guard. I think inside and guard. I just went guard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who he is.
That's it from TCU.
Guard. Yeah, 6 foot. Yeah, how'd you know that?
Oh, the image on the screen.
Oh, you have him up?
Yeah, I have it pulled up on the Gmail on the laptop.
Okay. That's right. Yeah, so he's 6'4", and I don't really know too much about him. I just went guard just cause. 3-year starter, team captain. You know, if he's in that position, he won't be playing for the Steelers like for starting or whatnot, but he'll be like the guy, Spencer Anderson. Even him, I thought he could have a chance to have a good camp. Maybe he plays center. You know what I mean? So I just chose a guard right near the end. I have no idea.
Your linebackers, DBs, and offensive linemen and defensive linemen, you never have enough of them. Like, cause they always get, you get injured. They get banged because they're doing all the like thumping and hitting. So they don't get. So you need a lot of depth. But yeah, that's all I got on this. I'm missing a pick.
You missed the pick, man.
Well, the last pick is me. Last pick is me.
Yeah.
So I average about 10 claps a game. 10 claps, 10 shouts. 1 penalty.
Where would you play if you're playing football? What position would you play?
I'll probably choose because we don't have a quarterback. Kyle, the only team I'm playing for is Pittsburgh. I wouldn't play for anybody else. I would say if you're somebody else, don't draft me. Only Pittsburgh. So we don't have a quarterback. So I'll probably play. I would say either linebacker or safety or tight end. We have a lot of tight ends too, so maybe linebacker or safety.
You're gonna pull an Eli Manning in the 7th round.
Yeah. You're like, what?
Not
you have no right to do anything. I'm only playing for Pittsburgh.
I've always liked the safety position. I've always found that intriguing. With Troy or even Brian Dawkins when he played for the Eagles. Guys like that.
Yeah.
Like the safety.
You get to sit back and watch and just pick your pick. Let's go. It's basically a defensive quarterback, really.
Yeah. I've always found that they can break down the play. They're there to make the big tackles and whatnot. I just always found that position really fun to watch. Mm-hmm. So I'd play safety if I could, if I was athletic, but I'm not.
But safety, it's tough because if you make one mistake and you get beat, touchdown.
Well, you saw it a few years ago with when they played Trey Norwood at safety. And
Oh yeah, I thought Trey Norwood.
98 yards.
He was a small safety too. He was smaller. He couldn't see anything.
It was good, like in preseason, and he was good in that game.
I liked him better in the slot. When he played in the slot, he was better. But like safety, he struggled a little bit.
Oh, when he's playing, like that role by himself, I don't think he was a very good player. But when he's playing with other strong players around him, he played it right. But they're getting burnt over the top was just ridiculous. So Steelers have their safety now. They got now Elliott too from the Ravens and Dolphins. I think he looks good. Minka looks good. I think he's ready for a chance.
Most of the Ravens players got tired of losing to us, so they say, "Hey, come on, join our squad." Yeah, join our squad.
Ravens fans want to give Steelers fans crap. 7-1.
See, Lamar didn't play. We beat him with Lamar. We beat him without Lamar. We did both variations. Both variations.
And this year too, we can beat them again. Because recent history from the old days when it was Steelers versus Ravens was a huge rivalry. Now it's like we beat them 7 times and 1, and they would have won the game if Trubisky didn't throw away those 3 picks.
Oh yeah, that one right there was he threw like 2 of them to Roquan Smith, just right to him. Just right to his chest. Yeah, that was.
Ravens fans forget that. They forget that the Steelers have beat them 7 times to 1. They always go, "Oh, we're missing Jackson." No,
Lamar Jackson last win versus us when we had Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph when he got knocked out the game. That was the last time Lamar beat us. So when we had our real quarterback,
he's only played it.
Hey, I think he's 6 times, right?
Times, I think
he's 2 and 4. 2 and 4 or 2 and. I think he's 2 and 4 against us.
He's only played a handful of games, and he's been the quarterback for ages.
I remember the one where they lost last year. Lost the other one last year, and then the one where he threw that little.
You're right. He's 2 and 4, but I think in those
a lot of turnovers.
2 of those games he wasn't even playing. I think he's only 2 and 2, like actual starting.
Actual starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of turnovers too. A lot of he's been sacked a lot.
2 games in 2018, he was 0 for 0 attempts and 1 for 1 passing in 2018. It's only the last 4 games in 2019 and 2020, like 19, 20, 2021, and 23. He only played 1 game each, and he missed the other ones. The guy has not played the Steelers. He's played the Steelers 4 times, and he's beat them once. He's 1 and 3 starting against the Steelers.
Whew.
Come on, man.
And he has thrown them about like 8 or 9 interceptions. Been sacked by 12 times in those games too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude.
Last year, I remember that game, he got lit up. TJ Watt with the strip sack at the end of the game. JPJ with the interception on Odell. That was good.
7. No, you're right. 8. No, 7 interceptions, sacked. A bajillion times. I can't even count. That's 9 plus 7. What's that? 16, 20 times. Yeah.
Sacked 20 times.
He can look. He's a good player. He's a great player.
He's great, but
versus Steelers, we have his number.
And we have great edge rushers. It's hard for a mobile quarterback to keep doing that trying to sprint out because TJ Watt gonna be in pursuit.
And now we have Queen from the Ravens coming over to say, "Hey mate, what's going on?"
I practice against you. I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think we have a good chance against them next year too.
Yep. But this is all I got for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. Go to Mark channel as well. It'll be in the title. It'll be in the description, the comments, the post as well. And if you, when you're watching this, you're probably watching on Thursday. So today we did a live stream. So go watch that too. Watch that as well. But yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out.
See you later.